be happy, to be confident, to be beautiful, to be nice, to be kind, to be ambitious, to be different, you know. And don't let others discourage you from being who you really are. Love on yourself however you see fit. Um, know that when others are insulting you, it's because they feel that way about themselves. They are miserable. They need prayer. So instead of engaging back with negativity, just, block them and move on with your life.
It's starting to look like Clarissa Shields is running into some real unavoidable truths. Listen to this. After all the loud talk and chaos online, she's realizing that life outside the ring isn't shining the way she once imagined. She recently admitted that when training camps end and fight prep stops, her days can feel slow, heavy, and yeah, sometimes lonely. That level of honesty pulled the curtain back and showed fans the woman behind the gloves. Hold up, even Clarissa herself is coming to terms with the fact that not every dream played out the way she expected. When personal drama gets mixed in, staying grounded becomes tough, especially when other people's relationships start becoming part of your narrative. And let's be real, the internet has had plenty to say. But most supporters aren't here to see her fall. They just want her to guard her heart and her reputation before someone mistakes her trust for weakness or her success for access. Clarissa has always been defined by her hunger and her laser focus. Those qualities are exactly what pushed her to the top of the boxing world. But outside the ropes, there are battles that raw strength can't fix. Real growth usually shows up through pain, moments that make you stop, think, and really question who you're becoming. She's also pushed back on some of the narratives being thrown around about her. By speaking up, she's making it clear she still wants control over her story and how the world views her. Even when the spotlight feels like too much, her fan base hasn't gone anywhere. They see this as just one chapter in a much larger journey, and many are ready to watch her rise again, not just as a dominant athlete, but as a more self-aware and grounded woman who knows her value. Girl, people love a comeback story, and this one is clearly taking shape. Thank you for rocking with us and staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates. To our Day One supporters and everyone new here, your support truly means everything. This story is shared for insight and entertainment, and while some details are still unclear, the emotions behind it feel real, raw, and honest.
Said white pap. Why not pap? I mean, why not? He fine. He tall. He got good skin. He's seasoned. He's a little older than me. What? You want me to go into more detail? He's smart. He can rap. I love hearing his voice, the way he talks to me when he whisper or when he just talks to me. My what? Come on now. Talking about some white pap. Why not pap? And why not the goat, honey?
Well, all the fair use details are already laid out clearly in the description, so there's no confusion there at all. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into today's discussion. It's midweek, and while everyone's being wished a peaceful, positive Wednesday, it's also the perfect moment to think about who we let into our personal space. Because listen to this, the wrong circle can quietly pull you into chaos without you even noticing. Now let's shift the focus to Clarissa, because it looks like she's starting to view her life from a different angle. The champ recently shared a message that instantly caught people's attention. In her own words, she admitted that life outside of boxing has been weighing heavily on her. The gym has turned into her safe haven, the one place where the noise fades and something still feels solid. You can tell she's exhausted by the tension and constant chatter surrounding her personal life. And that stress is starting to show, not just in what she says, but how she carries herself. But hold up, if we're being real, none of this happened overnight. When someone steps into a situation that already involves another family, complications tend to follow fast. When someone is single and unattached, most people barely look twice. But listen, when a long marriage and a child wishing their parents stay together into the frame, emotions spike and the situation gets real fast. There have also been quiet whispers that this might not be the first time Claressa has landed in a similar situation. Some claim she once shared a close connection with a former coach who may not have been single either. Nothing has been proven, but even the suggestion of a pattern can force some serious self-reflection. Right now, Claressa is standing at a crossroads. She has talent, influence, and a future packed with opportunity. There are plenty of people out there who don't come with baggage, backstories, or unfinished chapters. Choosing someone still tied to another life often brings tension instead of peace. Real peace is built on honesty and open choices. It doesn't grow from secret calls, mixed signals, or long stretches of silence. Those are usually red flags waving quietly. Claressa has already proven she can face pressure inside the ring. Now she's being challenged in a very different way outside of it. The real question is whether she'll use this moment to grow, protect her heart, and move forward with strength, or stay connected to something that brings more stress than joy. And many fans are hoping she chooses the path that leads to clarity, not confusion.
I keep saying that Pap upstairs. And I don't know if that's insinuating that he's not upstairs or that you guys think that I would just say that. I don't know. But truth of the matter being, he do be upstairs. Just like right now, he's in the room. So I don't know what y'all mean by that, but he'd be like, really, we got this thing together all the time. And sometimes when we're not together, he's handling business, which we all have business to handle. But I don't know. It's like, that's not something I find offensive. But let me know. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Let me know if some of y'all are trying to be offensive when you say it so I know how to respond, even in person. If you're doing it to try to be like, oh, like trying to be funny or trying to troll me, let me know. Let me know. Because either way, it's cool. But just know that when you, especially for in person, if you say that and you're trying to be like funny,
All anyone has ever wanted for Claressa is for her to truly wake up and see what's unfolding around her. Nobody's rooting for her downfall. Most supporters just want her to recognize her worth before things get even more complicated. They want her to win in every area of her life, not just when she's stepping into the ring, but when she's walking back into her real everyday world. Recently, Claressa opened up about her time in training camp and how different everything feels when boxing is the main focus. Inside the gym, life feels straightforward. The rules make sense, the goals are clear, and she can track her progress day by day. That structure is what keeps her grounded. The sound of gloves snapping against pads, the rhythm of her breathing, and the focus on every movement help steady her mind. In that space, she feels protected and in control. It's the one place where nothing matters except taking the next step forward. But hold up, once the workout ends and the gloves come off, everything shifts. She admitted that lately she's been feeling unsettled and unhappy. Outside the ring, her life doesn't feel nearly as stable. The noise of opinions, the pressure of attention, and the weight of personal decisions start closing in on her thoughts. That moment of honesty caught a lot of people off guard. It revealed a gentler layer of a woman usually defined by power and confidence. It felt like someone looking back, trying to pinpoint where things first began to drift. At the same time, her words left some fans feeling conflicted. She's talked about keeping things respectful and professional with Pap and about moving forward with her life. But hold up, small details noticed by close watchers seem to tell a different story. Some say they've heard familiar voices in the background of her videos. Others point out moments that suggest his presence hasn't fully disappeared. Those clues have people wondering if she's truly stepping away or just trying to convince herself she is. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Learning from missteps usually takes time. Real growth tends to come in gradual steps, not sudden shifts. Staying locked in the same cycle can make moving on even harder. Breaking old patterns takes real courage, especially when emotions are involved and the heart is still connected to the past. Through all of this, her supporters haven't gone anywhere. They cheer her on during fights, celebrate every win, and hope she finds peace beyond the spotlight. They want her to feel strong in every part of her life, not just under bright lights and roaring crowds. There's also constant support coming from her roots. People from Flint, her hometown, continue to stand firmly behind her. They're proud of how far she's climbed, from tough beginnings to global stages. That love is a reminder that she's not walking this path alone.
Just recently got announced that you'll be inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
And talking about just like
Everything happens early for me. Like the Olympics when I was 17, and then I go back and do it again when I was 21, and then the biopic when I was 29, Fire Inside, and now to be a Hall of Famer and to be the only 4-time undisputed champion in boxing. Like everything happens for me early, and I think it happened like that because I worked the hardest and I sacrificed the most. And it all feels it feels surreal to me. I'd be really shocked. Like when they came and told me I would be in the Hall of Fame, I was like, how? I thought you had to be retired. So
You just have to kick ass, girl.
yeah, I guess so.
At its heart, Clarissa's story goes way deeper than headlines or internet noise. Listen to this. It's really about a young woman learning how to juggle success, pressure, and personal battles all at once. A lot of people believe that once she fully recognizes her own worth, the rest of her life will start lining up. And when it comes to finding fresh motivation, she's clearly been exploring new directions. One of those directions is her film, The Fire Inside. Hold up, because plenty of viewers were shocked by how powerful it actually was. The movie highlights her inner strength and reminds everyone that no matter how messy life gets, Claressa Shields is still a fighter at her core. The film pulls the audience back into her early years. It lays out the struggles she faced, the pain she carried, and the barriers she had to break just to reach where she stands today. As the story moves forward, people start to understand why she moves the way she does. Her guarded edge and intense presence suddenly make sense. It's not about ego or attitude. It's about surviving in a world that didn't always show her grace. For years, there were quiet rumors that she lost out on major brand deals because she was seen as too outspoken or too bold. Some said companies felt uneasy about how strong her voice was. But after watching her journey play out on screen, many felt that explanation didn't tell the full truth. From the very beginning, she was often overlooked. Opportunities slipped past her, even when she had clearly earned them through discipline and relentless work. And let's not forget, she still brought home gold medals.
I'm gonna be a boxer. But you doing what you called to do. Nobody can do it like Claressa. Come on, y'all, give her a round of applause, man.
She carried her country's flag onto the biggest stages in the world, yet the recognition that usually comes with that level of achievement didn't always follow her. That part of her journey hit people on a deeper level. It stopped being about fame and turned into a real discussion about fairness. Fans noticed that other athletes, sometimes with far fewer accomplishments, were landing non-stop deals and attention. Meanwhile, Claressa kept grinding, winning, and pushing ahead without that same backing. Watching her hold Olympic gold while still fighting for basic respect felt heavy and unfair to a lot of viewers. By the time the film wrapped, frustration often shifted into admiration. People began to realize that what some labeled as her attitude was really the result of being underestimated over and over again. The conversation moved away from judging her personality and toward questioning why she wasn't given what she clearly earned. Her Flint roots are a core part of who she is. They shape her voice and her truth. She fought her way to the top and earned the right to speak honestly about her experiences. She can polish her image if she chooses, but she should never have to erase herself to be accepted. In the end, the film leaves many feeling like it's time for the world to finally give her the respect she's chased for so long. Lately, some people feel Claressa may be picking up a few style cues from Remy, adding yet another layer to the discussion. Listen, small moves can send big signals. In interviews, when she leans back too casually or props her feet on tables, some viewers feel it sends the wrong message. This isn't about tearing her down, it's about protecting everything she's worked so hard to build. She's come too far for small choices to distract from her talent and accomplishments. Clarissa's journey has never been smooth. She's faced obstacles many people wouldn't survive, let alone rise above. Along the way, she's met people who genuinely support her without wanting anything in return. At the same time, she has also crossed
Detroit's premier sports arena, Little Caesars Arena. It will be live on the global home of boxing, the Zone streaming services. Shields will return to her acclaimed venue after she sold out July 27, 2025. The first matchup since signing a landmark $8 million deal over the next 2 years. The event is promoted by Salida Promotions in Win Records, the first fight of this landmark $8 million deal for Claressa Shields that shattered all previous records. Tickets are on sale right now. Look at the QR code. Get your tickets while they last. Race seats are still available. Tickets on sale at 313 Presents and Ticketmaster. Now, ladies, it's time to put up or shut up, get down and roll down. There's going to be a beat down in motion. It's going to happen on February 22nd. It will be a hallelujah moment. They know each other, but they want to get it down. It is their fight. Fight fans, do you want to see them fight on the 22nd of February in Little Caesars Arena? Let me hear you say yeah! Hell yeah! Say yeah! They're going to raise the weight and they are coming up and coming up. They
Do that shit.
Quick slip out a little bit, get all four of you nicely. All right, look right here for me, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you so much. Everyone else grab all right? Get those photos.
Win record. Battle online. 313 Presents in Tough Shed. Don't forget, it is a Sunday you want to remember. That day will be the 22nd of February. On behalf of Win Records and Salida Promotions, we thank you all for coming out. And once again, a round of applause for both our fighters. We'll see you
I like them James, man. Let me see.
Who
did? Spit that shit.
Hey, after this fight, can you come to my other fights? I like you.
For real?
Yeah, I would come to anything. After this. Sean, face to face. One more face to face. We don't do that. We don't do that. Andrew, you good?
I'm good.
All right, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Look, I like you.
She's also crossed paths with people who only saw her as a name they could benefit from. Seeing both sides of human nature has helped shape who she is, and that's a big reason her story resonates with so many. In the comments, folks from Flint often jump in to defend her, saying the criticism is just unnecessary negativity. But listen, most fans say this isn't about hate, it's about care. They genuinely want to see her win and keep leveling up. That's why it frustrates them when they notice choices that could drag her back into drama or slow her momentum. Nobody wants to see someone with that much potential lose focus. There have also been long-standing rumors linking her to men who weren't fully available. Whether those stories are true or not, many feel she should steer clear of anything that keeps her surrounded by chaos. Peace doesn't grow in messy environments. If she wants calm and strength, she has to guard her energy and move intentionally. She doesn't need to perform for anyone. She doesn't need to prove a thing to the world. She is Claressa Shields, a champion with a powerful name and a lasting legacy. That should already be enough. Even her cousin once joked that she has a bit of a wild side, and honestly, that spark might be exactly what fuels her drive. The real lesson is learning how to aim that fire instead of letting it scorch everything around her. Some people feel her online moments only add fuel to the noise. Going back and forth over small issues or dropping comments that spark new debates can quietly push people away. Listen, social media never forgets, and sometimes silence speaks louder than any post ever could. There's also a bigger conversation here about fairness. Claressa owns world titles, Olympic medals, and a resume that speaks loud on its own. Yet major brand deals and sponsorships still seem to pass her by. Meanwhile, others in the same space appeared to land those opportunities with ease. That reality has fans asking some uncomfortable questions. Many argue it's not about her personality at all. They believe it points to a system that doesn't always play fair with every athlete. When companies spotlight her image for big moments but hesitate to invest in her future, supporters feel something isn't right. At the end of the day, Claressa doesn't need to beg for respect. She's already earned it through years of discipline, bravery, and non-stop effort. The world is watching her every move. But hold up, she's also watching the world with clarity, balance, and direction. She can guard her shine and continue building a legacy that can't be ignored. People are also starting to understand why she chose to sign that management deal with Papoose. It's the agreement that's been quietly buzzing all over social media. The story floating around says she reached out because she wanted help handling her career, her image, and her business goals. On the surface, that sounds straightforward, but fans keep circling back to one question. If she already knew Remy, why not go through her and keep everything clean, respectful, and professional? Instead, reports say she contacted him directly. From that point on, the dynamic began to change. What started as business slowly took on a more personal tone. Whether he made the first move or she did, many say it doesn't really change how it looks. If he was already committed to someone else, that alone should have been the moment to step back.
Said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I don't have to say it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the elephant in the
okay.
room. Like,
Yeah.
but that takes time. And like I said, that's
Yeah.
not my place to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day. And when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day and we're talking and we're FaceTiming and, you know, we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is.
So
The internet has noticed something else, too. Some viewers feel Claressa's style is starting to echo Ray's, from her hair to her outfits, and even her overall energy, and that's only fueled more curiosity and chatter. What once looked like a straightforward business move now feels uncomfortably close to a public controversy. A lot of fans believe she needs to safeguard her name and her future before this narrative grows into something she can't easily walk away from. At the center of it all, there's a sense that someone is losing their balance, trying to pull another person out of a stable home and hoping it all magically turns into a perfect ending. But hold up, real life doesn't work like that. Still, there's a hopeful angle here. Claressa appears to be waking up. The fog seems to be lifting, and she may finally be seeing the bigger picture of where she stands and where she wants to go next. It's important not to forget who Claressa Shields really is. She's not just another headline or trending topic. She's a champion with her name etched into history. She earned 2 Olympic gold medals, one in London in 2012 and another in Rio in 2016. That achievement made her the first American boxer, male or female, to win back-to-back Olympic golds in her division. And her dominance didn't stop there. As a professional, she went on to become a world champion across multiple weight classes and captured every major title available. That's exactly why fans proudly label her the greatest woman of all time. With a resume like hers, it's hard to wrap your head around why she still has to fight so hard for brand deals and public backing. That kind of nonstop resistance can wear anyone down. And listen, her frustration isn't rooted in ego. It comes from feeling overlooked after pouring everything she had into her craft. Claressa didn't grow up with much. As a teenager, she carried grown responsibilities, helping take care of her family when there was barely anything to hold on to at home. That level of pressure shapes you early and never fully disappears. She's also opened up about painful chapters from her past, including things no child should ever have to endure. Those memories can linger for a lifetime and shape how someone navigates the world. So when Claressa shows intense emotion, there's usually a deeper layer behind it. She's been fighting before she ever put on gloves. Everyone stumbles while figuring out how to grow. Some people evolve fast, while others need more time. Claressa's journey is still in motion. Fans don't just want to see her collect belts. They want to see her find peace, confidence, and stability beyond boxing. Claressa Shields is more than just a fighter. She's a survivor who turned hardship into power. She's earned respect, opportunity, and support through years of grit and determination. Now it's on those who follow her to uplift her with honesty and encouragement. When Claressa moves forward, it represents every woman who's had to push through darkness to reach her light. Her story isn't over yet. The next chapter is still being written, and many are hoping it's one filled with clarity, growth, and a peace that finally matches the greatness she's already shown the world.
A third thing, I am so smart and so intelligent. Can't nobody try to get down on me or snake me or anything. Boxing camps is where I belong. I feel like stuff that will bother me when I'm not training don't bother. It's like nothing bothers me while I'm training. It's like the only thing I care about is boxing. It's not about boxing or selling my tickets or making a huge event, promoting my fight, getting faster, stronger.